Hello everyone, Siege Link here, back with game 2 of this week, and they're sending in Physicsnoob. So this is sort of the boogeyman, one guy we're worried about, and we're going to have Warhawk as a backup against Physicsnoob. If need be, I could proxy rax him and then hopefully get countered. Hopefully someone picks a Protoss versus me, but I'm not. Generally speaking, I'm not really okay with that. I've been practicing quite a bit of 1-1-1, but not quite good enough to really use it in a league game yet. I had one game recently that was really funny though. That I went 1-1-1 and I went for a pretty early third CC. I had it as part of my wall off, so I had a wall off with 3 CCs, and I very quickly walled off with 3 supply depots against someone who went for a Bane bust. Um, and every single time they main bust me, they made 3 to 4 banelings, and you need 5 banelings to one shot a supply depot. To like kill a supply depot, there's no chance of repair. So what ended up happening was just he goes Bane bust, repair, Bane bust, repair, Bane bust, repair, and like at the end of the game, the units lost tab was like he killed like 70 and I killed like 500. It was a bloodbath. It was a complete like genocide of Zerg. But back to the game at hand. In the top right, up 1-0 for Jinlair PinkWings. It is Magnath. Don't worry, I know his name. And in the bottom left, it is Physicsnoob for Lions, Tigers, and Bears. And fun little fact, this name, the name was actually different. They actually changed it, like, I think mid-draft. I think, like, right when they were, like, picking their first character, that's when they changed the name of it. Which is kind of odd, because they even had, like, like a logo for their team. I forget what it was called before. So yeah, no gas geysers yet. Just a hatch gas. Probably a pool any second. Odd patrol. Not really sure what that's gonna do. I mean, it's just gonna get it killed by a queen. I mean, if you're gonna do that, you could just randomly click around the map so you can just have full vision of the entire base. Like this doesn't even have. I mean, it's got close to full vision, but not quite. You can put something over here, and you're not gonna be able to see it. Yeah, I mean, he's gonna lose the probe here, so well, he's not attacking with that further up fling. Stargate, okay. It's quite a bit of a quicker Stargate than I'm used to. Usually I'll see it a little bit later. Usually I'll see it like started around now. And that's if someone goes Gateway, Cyber, Stargate, which I like never see. And to be fair, I just generally don't face Stargate nowadays, which is actually quite sad because I actually deal with Stargate very, very well. He's got a single Adept he's shading in. Yeah, personally, I would just group up with the Adepts. This also isn't a full wall off yet. He still needs to put an extra building there. He hasn't really gotten much follow-up information. He's seen, I guess, how many workers are on the natural, but that's about it. And the thing is, that's very possibly could be, the all-in amount. He could be cutting drones right now and making a massive amount of links. So yeah, second gateway, get that going. Question I'm wondering is, will he wait for a second oracle, or will he go in with the first? Usually people wait, but judging by the rally, it doesn't look like it. Wait, where is? Okay, that's where it's rallied to. Okay, so yeah, it's possible, but he's actually got an overlord right there, which is basically going to force him to attack. He does have a spore per base. Generally speaking, as Zerg, just blind spores is what you want to do in pretty much every matchup except like except like ZVZ, but most notably in ZVT. Yeah, so far not really anything done here. Oh no, Magnath, don't do it, don't do it. Oh, he got so lucky there. Got Overlord speed really quick. I've never actually seen this animation. Little puffs of smoke. Does that only happen with Overlord speed? Because I've definitely seen this Overlord moving, and I've never seen that happen. Yeah, double Oracle. He's gonna get third up. And is those shield batteries? Nope, just double pylon. Alright. Double gateway, Robo. I'm always a little confused why people always put Robo's like back like this, because if you make like an immortal, it has to go like around, which is just kind of awkward. Okay, stasis snare, I like that. When just attacking won't really do anything, stasis snare is very good. Magnath, Magnath, dude, dude. Okay, barely gonna survive. But yeah, that basically means that his mineral line can't mine. It's kind of like when you Widowmine, like the old version of the Widowmine drop. Oh, someone messaged me on Discord. Oh, that's a good sport location. That's gonna catch him off guard. Yeah, especially when you do that. He's just chilling there. So yes, so far neither player has actually done any sort of big attack yet. Yeah, that's pretty overeager. I think he barely didn't see it. Up he did, but I'm not sure if he clicked on it. Yeah, this looks like he should go for an attack here. He's got a War Prism. He can micro his guys. And actually, wait, hold up. Where are his units? Where are Physicsnoob's units? He's got 19 lings. They're all spread out. He's got no army at home. Oh my gosh. Okay, why would you send both Phoenix like in the same exact location? Please tell me he clicked. The thing is, Magnath doesn't realize it, but if he just attacked, he would have just easily won the game. Because his opponent had his entire army supply on the map, just split up looking for any sort of attack coming. But it never came. He's definitely seen the lurker den here. 2 extra gateways, an extra robo, and an extra gateway. He's got so many gateways. Like, you shouldn't make this many gateways unless you're going to be going for an attack. Like, just building a bunch of defensive gateways against Zerg is not really it's not really where you want to be, especially with so many charge lots. Like, he's got so like little like splash here. And he's not I don't see he's chronoing Storm, but Storm's actually kind of late considering the fact that he's not attacked at all. Ooh, drop overlords, I like that. Also, bad angle to send the zealots at. It's gonna kill 2 workers. 3. So yeah, he's waiting for Templar, but he definitely could have attacked. And he might think the longer he waits, it's going to be better for him because of Storm, but it's going to be a lot better for Physicsnoob here. He's getting a 4th up. He also doesn't have much scouting like around his base at all. Like, he's holding his 4th base, which he's building, but like they could easily just attack from the natural base and he wouldn't see it coming at all. Like, he could just siege up the natural base and he moves forward, and like, what does he do at that point? That Ling is in a very bad spot. He could be killed and not even realize it. 300's patrolling's not really. I guess it is enough in a PvZ. Usually this wouldn't really be enough. Yeah, gonna go for a bit of a Ling counter attack, and this is kind of what I'm talking about, especially since the unit that's in the wall off has half health. The army setups are also kind of weird. There's no Lings here. It's just 5 Banes, and it's like pure Lurker Hydra. Also, another thing, another reason that you don't want to be just standing at your base as Protoss is look at this creep spread. Like, Physicsnoob's not even creep spreading like perfectly. Like, if imagine if all of these creep trimmers were pushed forward another like 3 times, he would have creep literally on Magnath's 4th base. And the thing is that like you don't want to attack, like, but you want to like at least clear up creep, because then you can force the enemy to at least try to attack you, and then even if you could just retreat, and then at least you know vaguely their army size. The problem that he's having is that he's not using observers properly. He's only got one with the army. He has no vision of basically anywhere but his bases. So like the problem here, he's moving to this base because there's a single Ling attacking it, but now he sieges up this base and it's dead. And there's nothing he can do about it. He's building another base here, which is weird. And also, observers are slower than your units. Luckily for him, he's got a cannon. And Physicsnoob's army composition is, like I said, kind of weird. If he had a bunch of Lings to buffer for and keep the units away from the Lurkers, then that would be good. Because the thing is, Hydras are kind of a glass cannon. Not as much of a glass cannon as, like, Disruptors or Colossus, but they are still a glass cannon. Also, Magnath, how did you not see that? Oh boy. He was moving his guys back, but he didn't have them grouped. Magnath, where are you looking, dude? That reaction was real slow. This might seem really bad for Magnath, but it's actually not that bad, because his opponent's not making a proper army. It's just that he needs to attack. He's playing way too defensive. Like, if you're playing this defensive where you never attack the opponent, you need to be, like, skyrocketing something quickly, and like, thankfully he is doing that. He's getting carriers up, which is pretty good against Hydras once you get a good number, but he's thrown away a lot more units than he should have. This is one I do want to see more. Cannon Shield Battery is actually really good, especially against this army setup. And the thing about Lurkers is that it's one of those units you don't want to have just one of. Like, unless you're facing, like, pure stim bio, this is never going to do anything. Especially against Storm. Like, generally, Magnath shouldn't even be attacking here. It should just be outranging them with Storm. Like, he's clumping up real bad. He's going to lose everything here. And hold on, there's a bunch of changelings here. Where's the rest of his army? He's got 89 army supply. This is like 40. He's got 3 carriers. And he's got 1 more in production. He doesn't even have the money to make a bunch of carriers. Where is the 89 army supply? This is not 89 army supply. There's 2 carriers. There's a third somewhere. There's a random warp prism he's not using. Like, he should be using that for drops or at least juggling his units. Also a bit of a random immortal. Like, his army is kind of all over the place. He's also... Yeah, you didn't put that in the right spot either. And again, he's just holding commanding his units here, but he's got no observers anywhere. Like, imagine if he had 1 observer, like, right here. Or if he cleared the opponent's creep. Because the thing is, his counterattacks are always getting a ton of damage done, because Physicsnoob has full vision of everything his opponent's doing. He's got Lings everywhere, he's constantly attacking, and he's got so much creep. Like, at this point, he could have, like, this entire chunk of the map in creep. He could have over 50% of the map in creep if he was continuously keeps creep spreading while attacking. Also, Magnath's storming is pretty late. Thankfully, he didn't split, and he's got carriers. And Hydras don't do that well versus carriers, especially when you got other units to support. But, I mean, he has to attack. This is the problem that Magnath's having. He's down so many workers. He has to attack right now. Thank you. If he turns back, That is going to be the single-handed reason he lost this game because it's 100 army supply 68, and he's remaking Hydras and just getting Spire now. Like if he attacks, he wins pretty much. Like he's massing Spore Crawlers, just now. It's pretty late. His opponent's floating a lot as well. His High Templar are late as well. He's not storming anything, Magnath. Oh no. Oh. Oh, okay. Thankfully, he's starting to make a few workers here and there. I mean, if he just makes a few workers here and there, he might be able to do something. Like, imagine by the time this attack fails, if he has like 60 workers, if he kills another base, he's in an okay spot. Because this army's not gonna win at this point, especially with this single lurker doing a lot. Yeah, his High Templar, because they're slower, he didn't like put them in front of his army. He just A moved, and as a result, the High Templar were not with the army. And on top of that, he stormed super late. Like both players made pretty crucial mistakes this game. Yeah. Also, you don't want to recall when your units are right on top of the enemy; they die. Too many Protosses do that. Yeah, this is going to be it for Physics Noobs. I feel like both players made a big crucial mistake this game. Physics Noob, the problem he made is just the army comp in general. He made Hydra Lurker with like no lings, and he's just now making lings. Like if he had lings from the start, Magnath would not have won a single army fight this game, with or without the carriers. Because the lings the lurkers just would have died, and Magnath never would have gotten a big enough army. The problem that Magnath had was that he was playing super campy and he was never attacking anything. Like Physics Noob forgot to even creep spread this game. If he continuously creep spread, he would have had literally the entire map. I kid you not, he would have had creep on his opponent's nexus because Magnath was just never denying it. And the thing is, once you get that much creep, it's literally not possible to attack the opponent without them seeing it. They have complete information. And with the ling spread, with the creep spread, he had full vision. Like, there's so many situations that game where if Magnath attacked, he could have just flat out won. But on top of that, like, he was never down army supply when he was defending. And on top of that, his defending was terrible. He had one observer that was with the army. He had no vision. Like, every single time his units, he tried to defend like 6 bases. But when you have that many bases, you need to be putting pylons all over the place. You need to be putting observers all over the place. You need to have vision. You need to know when they're attacking. Because if you only realize that they're attacking, if you only see the unit when they're attacking you, then it's too late, no matter where your army is. So that was just, I think both players making one big sort of Numi mistake for the entire game. And that was kind of weirdly sloppy. But 1-1. I'm not too confident in Heroku, but decently confident in Heroku. He's definitely, I think, our best TVZ player. Maybe our best player versus Zerg. Not sure. I would probably lean towards saying that's Heroku. But we'll see you guys in the next game.